I'm pretty excited about my postcards that I found.
You're pretty excited about the auction in general, I believe. I recall seeing a video of Auctions Suck, I think it was called.
Because usually they do.
But today
Today was good. It was a good day.
All right.
The auction was good.
All right. We're back. Thank you very much for being here. We had a big auction and bought quite a few things. Kind of a weird one. We are very much experimenting this week. We're buying stuff we've never bought before. I'm going to see if we can make some money on it. And now I'm going to show you what we got. All right, I do want to mention that most of last week's footage and this week's footage was filmed on new to us, our GoPro 7 Black, which we purchased from Froggy Flips. He gave us a great deal on it, way below what he could have sold it for, and I appreciate it so much. He put it up on Instagram and I grabbed it as fast as I could. I'm going to set this down because I think I'm shaking. So anyway, I want to thank Froggy Flips, and if you guys haven't ever checked him out, you should. He's got a great channel, very informative, very entertaining. I also I'm going to mention another one of my favorite YouTubers, Paper and Moose. I forgot what her real name is. Renee is the woman's name that runs that one. And the reason I'm mentioning her this week is because my wife and I both kept thinking that this was her kind of auction. When you see the stuff we have, and if you're familiar with Paper and Moose, she likes old paper things, pictures and postcards, and we got a lot of that kind of stuff. So, but I do recommend her channel too if you've never seen it, Paper and Moose. That's another great one. But let's get started with our haul. All right, I'm going to kind of go quickly through these. Some of these pictures and things we're going to sell, and some of them we're going to keep, and some of them might cause arguments deciding where they go. But to begin with, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer framed album. On the back here, it says Gene Autry's first album of Rudolph from the 1940s. It's numbered Rudolph 3810. And then it says something else, Snow on Christmas 3861, very rare. Maybe that's on the B side. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. That we will probably sell. Here's another very cool one. The Iditarod 1986 picture of Susan Butcher and Granite. Looks like we're getting a glare there. And this is actually signed by Susan Butcher and numbered. It's not framed, but it's matted. Got some gunk on it here. But that's another neat one I found today. Just an old certificate of some kind from 1926, I see. Confederate House Association. I just thought it was neat. Any old certificate, any old official looking paper I think is cool. Certificate of retirement. This guy retired in 1953. That's the year my dad graduated high school, and he is now 82, so I thought that was cool. I don't know anything about this picture except it's called Alley Shadows. McCaffrey, I think is the name on there, and it is numbered. That's really the only reason I grabbed it. I got to admit I'm very ignorant about some of these things, but I'm hoping that one has value. Here's a matted picture of an old, terrible glare, old round barn. Round barns are fairly rare. There are a few around where we live. Even the advertisement on the back is old. There are a few around, but not many, and so that's just a neat old picture. This one I grabbed just because I liked it. Cool kind of landscape of a river town or something. U.S. Naval Training Center in Great Lakes, Illinois. Must be a graduating class. This is just a neat old embroidered piece. Looks like it might be Dutch. On the back, on the top of the frame, it says something about Browns in Milwaukee. That might be the company that framed it. I don't know, but we liked it. They're just beautiful colors on this, and it's, I don't know, we thought it was neat. Just a random photo. Don't know who these people are. Not a photo. Portrait. I believe it's just a print, but it's still neat looking. Yeah, there's nothing saying who they are or anything, but I'd kind of like to keep that one. We'll see how that argument goes. 1982 Chicago Cubs. Wow, I'm not a baseball person. I was looking at this, seeing if there's any names that jumped out at me, because I would have known like the big stars, but yeah, I don't see anyone off the top of my head here. I'll find a fan. That one's for sale for sure. Don't know who this gentleman is. It's kind of a, it's mounted on a thick canvas. Just a neat old picture. I don't know, there's something about this guy that my wife even said, he just looks like a grandpa, like a nice guy. This one is the Royal Palace in Stockholm. It's got a cool detailed frame. In pretty good shape. This is really dirty. But yeah, there's words. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really read it to you. I apologize, but just another one I liked. This one is signed by, I can't read it, sorry. And I don't know what you call this type of picture, but I just like this dude. I thought it looked cool. Mountain Music Man is what it's titled. And this one is flags. It's a big one. I don't know if these are nautical flags. I don't even know what language this is in up here. If that's French, maybe. It looks kind of French. This says something about nations. I don't know. I'm not sure what these flags are. I just think this is a very cool picture. Moving on. Oh, wait. I almost skipped my favorite one. This one I think is my thumbnail for this. And I love this picture mainly for the expression on her face. I told my wife this is us at an auction because I love auctions, and I'm smiling a little bit. But auctions suck. Yeah, but we can get stuff for cheap. But it's raining. Anyway, I just thought this was cool. And I'd like to keep this one, but it's kind of big. I'm not sure where I'll put it. Now, you can see, ignore that mess on the bed, please, but this is all old postcards and little picture books. And I mean, what's on the bed here is about half of what we found. They're literally from all over the country and all over the world. A lot of them are used, which would be interesting to go through and read them. There are some unused ones. There's also some old photographs in here. I don't know who that dude is, but he looks dapper. This is probably my wife's favorite part that we found. These old, and I don't know if they still sell these at these parks, but it used to be that they would sell you not postcards, but just fold-outs of photographs from the parks. And I'm doing a bad job of showing this to you. I still don't have a harness for my camera. I got the GoPro, now I need a harness. But anyway, it's different sites from, this one's from Disneyland, which should be in California. It's another old Disneyland one. And these are, I don't know what year these are. I should have looked. I'm sure it's on here, but I won't waste your time now as I look for it. Here's one specifically from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Looks quite vintage. I mean, it's only 25 cents. 12 full color scenes, so I'm sure that that's vintage. Frontierland. It's a Small World, everyone's favorite one to hate. Tomorrowland. And here's one from the World's Fair that was sent to someone in Dubuque from the New York's World Fair. Anyway, these are just neat old things that I'm not sure if we're going to sell them or keep them, but we're going to enjoy looking at them for a while at least. Alright, next we got some of these silky banner things. Bearfield. I'm not sure what that is. This one, my wife found this one there. No, Sweetheart one. Until you and I shall meet again. That sounds like someone may have passed away. I don't know if these have resale value or not. This one's from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I'm sure they have some value to people. We just thought they were cool. Another U.S. Army one. One of two 8-track players I picked up today. This is a car 8-track player. And no idea if it works or if anyone will buy it. But I don't know. I might have to try it. I want to put this in my truck. It's heavy. I bet you this weighs 8-9 pounds. So, yeah. Got all these vintage pins that I think are very cool. Yeah, I'm going to steal a couple of these. And then we're going to sell the rest. Not sure how old these are. But I don't think they're too new. Dirty old men need love too. That's so true. The last thing we bought of the day was this Scandinavian, I don't know if it's Norwegian or what, kind of a tea set. Some of these are enameled tin, and then there's like these cups that are, you know, whatever, porcelain or not porcelain, ceramic. I don't know what they are. But anyway, these are more fragile. There's the enamel stuff and then the fragile stuff, but they all have the same pattern on them. I'm not sure what we're going to do with these either. This is one of my wife's pickups. Pretty. They're very pretty. Alright, next we got some very old dishes. What does this say? Yep, don't have my glasses. Something we're both learning about. Very unique shape on this one. This one says it's from France. I know we've got a bowl here somewhere from Austria. And I lost it. You have to take my word for it. Phooey, I'm sorry. A little disorganized. But, yeah, let's break them. Yay. We bought a few books today. What is this? I don't think this is supposed to be in here. These I bought possibly to read and then to resell. Jack London books. I'm a fan of Jack London. Martin Eden, South Sea Tales, and Before Adam. There's also this old Zane Grey book, which I have not read much of his things, and maybe I'll read this one. I do have some other Zane Grey books you saw in my other video that I haven't listed yet, so maybe I'll add this to that bunch. I don't even know what else is in this box, to be honest. Country Life. Looks like there's some old prints in here. Wow, some old letters. some different prints. I don't know what these are from. Again, this is paper and moose kind of stuff. I can't even see what's on here anymore. From Sparta, Illinois, 1870. And it's not very readable. Might try to figure that out later. This box of books was, when I first saw it, I thought it was actual Boy Scout manuals, and that's why I wanted it. Turns out it's not. These ones that say Boy Scouts are stories, adventures of children that are in the Boy Scouts, which is kind of good. So it's young adult fiction, I'm assuming. And then there's, you know, Tom say these are like, I believe, young adult like adventure books. It's another Boy Scout one. Pee Wee Harris, Frontier Boys, Cedar's Boy. Just some neat old books in okay shape. The Boy Alloys. So yeah, these are probably from the 40s. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked at them all, but I don't know. I'll have to look some of them up. Keep some of them, I think, or maybe just read them quick and then sell them. This is interesting. I'll look at these knives. It was only $1, so I grabbed it. These knives are brand new. It says Burns knife, cuts like wildfire. And it looks like it's all new old stock. These are quite sharp. And they are serrated. I don't know if you can see that on here. But the handles are I don't think it is ivory, but it's got that ivory kind of feel. And I got, you know, a jar full of these things. I'm curious now. Serrated edge. Careful, please. Burn serrated knives are always sharp. From Syracuse, New York. Anyway, I don't know a lot about these, but I have several of them, and they feel like a quality knife. They feel heavy. Well, the blade doesn't go all the way through the handle. You can kind of see when I hold it up to the light. Maybe you can't, and I just blinded you, but the blade comes down to about here. But I'm curious about these. I'm going to look them up, and if they're worthless, I only paid $1. That's one thing I didn't mention today. Almost everything I bought was $1 an item today. And like this box was maybe $4 or $5. Already went through the books. This Coleman lantern isn't anything too old, but it's a nice Coleman lantern, propane in the case. Paid $1 for it. It's not always about buying old stuff. Now, this was the first thing I bought today, and we're going to test it live on video, but I have not actually tested it yet. I hope I have it set up correctly. 8-track player, receiver, and turntable with 2 speakers that are one smashed. And I did actually turn on the receiver before, so I know it at least works, powers up. There's no antenna attached, and where we live, you're not going to find radio stations. But I'm happy that it at least powered on. Step 1. Now, that's annoying. We will switch this to the 8-track. I got 4 boxes full of 8-tracks. And one of them I looked at, this one. You know, it's got the Red-Headed Stranger in there. That's Willie Nelson. James Taylor one. War, Why Can't We Be Friends? And John Denver's Greatest Hits. A lot of no-name stuff that at least I don't recognize. A lot of Christian music. Twiggy, I didn't know she even sang. I thought she was just a model. Where was that other one? There's the Who's Tommy is in here somewhere. Howlin' Wolf's London Sessions. All right, you don't know this, but I am a blues man. I love listening to the blues, and Howlin' Wolf, that might be the one we test. All right, let's check this out. I don't even remember how to work an 8-track. I know what goes in here. Yes. It works. Alright, I suppose for copyright reasons I can't listen to too much of that. But hey, it works. That's beautiful. I find 8-tracks at every auction. That's why I thought, you know what, at some point I'm going to dive in and, I don't know, see what it's all about. The turntable we wanted because we find a lot of records and we don't have a way to test them. We'd like to resell records. I don't remember how to do this. I'm faking it right now. No, it goes on top. All right. Go like this. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right, we'll switch this to phonograph, I believe. Put this on play. And now what? There we go. I'm guessing there's no needle in there. It slid over quite a ways. I'm hearing nothing. Or, I did have trouble getting the record player connected in the back, so it might be that it's not fully connected. But it turns. That's a good start. Let's stop it. I'm not going to waste your time with this for too long. Oh well. I can't even budge where the cords are plugged in. Oh, wait a minute. Did I have that off? Let's try this again. A lot of noise in them speakers. Well, come on, are you gonna do this? Yep, I think we're missing a needle or something. Alright, that was kind of a dud. But, anyway, it turns. Maybe I can just get a needle and get it going. Sorry, folks. It is an RCA Model 447. I don't know if that's got any value, but it does to me. That's most everything we got today. That filled my car, so we had to leave. Oh wait, I forgot. one important item. I had this helmet on for most of the auction. I bought it early. I got it for $1. Nobody else wanted it. And one of the guys that works for the auction house slapped it on my head as a joke. And I'm like, okay, it keeps my hands free. I forgot about it. I went for almost the entire auction walking around with this thing on. Good news is, like the tip I gave you in other auctions or other videos, the auctioneer found me quick when I wanted to bid on something. But it was funny, I actually didn't know it was there until I needed it. I get in my car and I hit my head on the side and hey. Anyway, but not only was this fun, it's also, hold on, sorry. I don't know if you can see that. It's called Hard Boiled by E.D. Bullard Company. Yeah. These are old hard hats that are actually, I'm told, I believe, are vintage and worth a few bucks. So anyway, that's most of our haul. I'm glad you stuck around to see it. I feel like these videos just keep getting better and better. You might as well subscribe, at least like. It doesn't cost you anything. If you subscribe, you know, then you be sure not to miss it when I hit my peak. Might be some great stuff coming up. So anyway, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. And if you would be so kind as to like it, and if you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe. Thank you, and behave and keep hustling.